Good evening and welcome to the 31st Annual Epicurean Delight in support of the Inland Northwest Blood Center. I'm Scott Jones.
And I'm Vicki Jones. We are pleased to serve as the honorary co-chairs for this year's event. As the only supplier of blood to more than 35 area hospitals, INBC helps to make everyday moments possible for patients in need.
Whether blood is for a cancer patient needing weekly transfusions or a patient in need, INBC saves lives.
We would like to share with you the story of Austin, who needed just one blood transfusion, and how INBC and our community were there to help.
I've been skiing since I was 2 years old. I never would have thought that something as silly as hitting a tree branch would put me in the hospital and my life would be in danger.
Well, the day we were skiing, it was actually a huge snowstorm. I mean, it snowed 21 inches and riding up the lift, and the most ironic thing is Austin's always doing jumps and stuff, and riding up the chair, and I'm like, well, today's a good day to be doing jumps. You can do whatever you want. And he's like, no, I don't want to do it, Dad, because I think I'm going to play basketball and I don't want to get hurt. We're just skiing down having fun, and I stopped with his buddy, and we both stopped and look up, and Austin's ahead of us, behind us, I mean, and then he just starts going and goes between these two down trees, and the next thing I know, he just kind of stooped over, and I thought, you know, got the wind knocked out of him, maybe a bruised rib or something, and he's in the snow for a while, and then we decided, well, we got to get up. It's just snowing too hard and windy, and we ski down to the chairlift, and he's in pain, but then take him down to the condo, and no marks, no bruising, no nothing, and just thought, okay, well, just take it easy and see how it goes.
And so then I just sat on the couch next to him for about 30 minutes. It seemed like an eternity, just watching him, looking in his eyes, and I just thought something was wrong. I didn't know what it was, because he didn't have any bruising or swelling, but I knew something wasn't right. So I told my husband I was taking him to the ER. After they did all the testing, the nurse told us that they'd called a surgeon, and the surgeon was going to come in and talk to me. The pediatric surgeon that took care of him hadn't seen someone survive with an injury as severe as his. So when someone tells you that, and that you need to pray for your son, I was terrified that he wouldn't live.
I was getting a lot weaker than I even had been when I came into the hospital because I was bleeding so much internally, and they decided that they wanted to give me a pint of blood to start out with.
Well, the community blood drive, it struck us, and everybody just, you know, we were shocked. And the next thing you know, our phones are blowing up. We're getting texts from everybody. It really was the turning point, and not just for the donation, but the hope that it gave us. If something was to happen, there'd be enough blood.
The only time I left the hospital was when I went to go donate blood. And I went in and I was filling out paperwork and waiting, and people kept coming in, and I kept hearing them at the desk saying that they were there to donate for Austin, and I didn't know them. And I remember walking up and giving some people a hug and telling them thank you for coming and donating, and that I was Austin's mom, and that they would probably never know how much it meant to me.
When I found out how many people gave blood and how many other families possibly benefited from the blood that was donated in my name, I know how much it helped me when I was in the hospital, and I just hoped that it could help anybody else because it really makes an impact.
The week that he got out of the hospital, I thought, we picked his high school classes. We decided between Spanish and French and pre-AP bio or regular bio, and I remember sitting there thinking, this moment is made possible by a miracle, by people that I didn't know, by the grace of God. I still have my family. And who would I be? What would my family look like if we didn't have him? I don't know. I don't want to know.
Thinking about giving blood in the Northwest Blood Center, it's probably the best thing you can do. We wouldn't expect to be in this situation, and no one would hope to be in this situation, but when you need it, the fact that the blood center is there, it's you can't put a price on it, it's priceless.
If you're on the fringe of donating blood and you think that you're scared of needles or something, well, when I was in the hospital, I had 4 or 5 needles in me at a time. You're you might save someone's life. I mean, everybody has different blood types, and you might be the one that saves that little kid's life.
I would love to tell the people that donated that there hasn't a day gone by that I don't think about what you've done and how thankful I am that I have my son and how different my life would be if I didn't. And to keep donating, because I'm not the only parent out there that feels this way.